See, I don't know about you, but I like bad video games. Me growing up in the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s, I was born in 2002, so whatever. I loved just the aspect and prospect of video games. I had a PlayStation 2, an Xbox, a GameCube, a Game Boy, a Wii, a Xbox 360, a PlayStation 3. Eventually, I had all those things, by the way. But so I always appreciated video games. So to hear that this video game is bad and this video game is good, I was all like, well, you're going off of what you think and not actually playing the game. And if you do play the game, you're only basing it off of the story. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk about bad video games that I love. I mean, it's obvious what number one is. Super Smash! Yeah, dude. This game has done so much for me, my friends, my family, the community. It's just. Okay, first we're going to talk about why it's considered bad. Listen, have you ever played this little game called Super Smash Brother Melee? Yeah, it's considered one of the greatest games of all time. This video game, Brawl, had to follow up that one. And that game was ultra competitive. They use that to this day in the year of 2024 as a competitive video game. The gameplay in Brawl was so much slower and so much more accessible. But they did add this thing called Subspace Emissary, which kind of, did that. But the gameplay was slow. They added tripping for some reason. And it was just weird for the normal person that played Melee. It just wasn't as fast. It wasn't as quick. And that's why they didn't like it. But to me, Super Smash Bros. Brawl is the most iconic one. Even at an Ultimate, it added Sonic the Hedgehog. Like, do you not understand how big that was in 2006, 2007, 2008? This was before Sonic and Mario. But they finally closed their beef and got put in a fighting game together. You already know everybody was doing Sonic versus Mario fights.
3, 2, 1, go!
Dude, this video is 16 years old. But yeah, man, they added Snake. They had online. It's just the online gameplay was so bad. It was so laggy because the Wii sucked at the internet. But yeah, I really love this game. From the subspace to the trophies to the music, the music, bro, to the stickers that you never actually knew you could use on your character in subspace to boost their power. A lot of people didn't know that. That's what, the idea for spirits came from. But whatever. Brawl, was the best. It's just the best one to me. And I can go back to that game any day. Obviously, Sonic was my main. And if it wasn't Sonic, it was Ike. Whatever. I will whoop anybody. Don't at me. And like I said, this game will have a place in my heart forever. It's the best one to me. Dude, you literally already knew that this was coming. Mortal Kombat vs. DC is a masterpiece that was taken advantage of because WB doesn't want to. We see the problem with WB right now with Mortal Kombat 1. I love that game, but, dude, like, this game was actually extremely fun. It has the same problem that Super Smash Brothers have, plus another. The gameplay is so much slower than the games before it and after it. It's just so much slower. And it's a lot more clunky, but at the same time, just it's so fun. Pick the flash, spam that spin move, and then spam the one move where you get to punch dudes really fast. It has some good ideas like the counter system, falling down to different places, making like special moves, and then like the enhanced moves where like you can hit something, and if you do a button combo really quick, you could do another one. Pretty much the enhanced moves that they have in Mortal Kombat 9 onwards. They had that in here. And it was the first to have the story gameplay, like the story mode. It's actually really dope. And man, I just love this game so much. Beating up Scorpion with Batman, Sub-Zero versus Superman, Raiden versus The Flash, Captain Marvel, it's just so dope to me that that's a thing. And people don't really recognize that. It's just, yeah, there was no fatalities, there was no blood. Well, there was fatalities, but the blood wasn't there, so it's not really a fatality, it's more of a whatever. And then you got heroic brutalities, which were actually way more violent than what you think. Those could have been fatalities, whatever. But yeah, man, just the gameplay was just so slow, and people didn't like it, and people didn't like the story, but who likes NetherRealm stories? Me. I do. And honestly, I was going to choose Mortal Kombat Armageddon, but that game is not bad. And I refuse for people to tell me it is. But yeah, I love this game. Look, I may be in a minority. I don't care. Sonic 06 is like a top 5 favorite Sonic games to me. I know. It's okay, I promise. Yeah, man. I don't know what it is. Yes, the gameplay is super weird and clunky, just like all the others that I've said. Super weird, super clunky, glitches out the wazoo. That could actually be considered a terrible game just because it's extremely glitchy. And we've seen the legendary Game Grumps clips, and we've seen other people talk about the same problems, but a lot of that stuff got patched out in later versions of the game. A lot of people don't know that. They just go off the initial one. And yeah, it still kind of sucks, and the collision detection is just not good. But I love this game. I just don't know what it is about it. Maybe it's the music. I don't know. Maybe because I was just a nostalgic Sonic fan. Maybe because it's supposed to be like a spiritual successor to the adventure games. I don't know. And it just reminds me of Sonic Heroes. Sorry, yeah, you heard vocals. It's just I love this game. The story is so stupid. Silver is the best thing added to the Sonic series. Don't add me. Or second best, because Shadow was the best, obviously. But you can't get me to hate this game, no matter how actually bad it is. I grew up with it. Everybody did this. I made fan characters of this game. I made a whole story called Brothers X because of this game. It's just like that. I don't know what it is. Nostalgia? But I knew the game was bad when I was younger, so I can't say it's nostalgia. I don't know. It's just something that I would die on this hill. You can't make me hate this game. And that's my list. Just shucks. So tell me what you think. Well, is there any games y'all want on this list? Cause I'm gonna make a part two. Like, comment, subscribe, and I love y'all, man.